Hi, Kevin Lemley, criminal defense lawyer here in Central Arkansas, offices in Little Rock, Cabot, and Searcy, talking today about defending a charge for marijuana possession. In Arkansas, it's a little different than other states. We have some good things about our marijuana law and some bad things about our marijuana law. And so we're going to start off talking about possession without a medical marijuana card. So this is, you don't have a card, you were just caught with marijuana, and you're looking to see what could potentially happen with you. In Arkansas, the good news is anything less than 2 ounces is going to be a misdemeanor. You've got to get over 2 ounces to be a felony. So it's very strange for us to ever have a felony marijuana possession. It is possible if you're dealing in large quantities, but 99% of the time, we're dealing with a misdemeanor. So that's the good news. The bad news is that anything less than 2 ounces, down to including residue, is still going to be possession. So if you have a little bit of residue, or if you have 1.5 ounces, it's the same thing in the eyes of the law here in Arkansas. Now, the other thing that's bad about our law is it's a Class A misdemeanor. So you can go to jail for up to a year. You can face a fine of up to $2,500. And unfortunately, there's a 6-month driver's license suspension. And the driver's license suspension doesn't kick in until you're found guilty of the charge. So whenever we're dealing with a marijuana case, we're always looking to negotiate it to a lesser charge so that we can avoid that driver license suspension. And if we can get it down to a bare minimum misdemeanor that's nothing drug related, that's my favorite to do, because then you don't have any sort of a drug conviction on your record. If we do have to plead to something that implicates drugs, such as paraphernalia or something like that, then we could turn around and get it expunged if you don't want anything like that on your record. And it really is kind of hit and miss all over Arkansas how they're going to treat this. There are some courts we can pretty quickly get the amendment down. Others, we got to work on it. The state has to send off the alleged marijuana to the lab to confirm that it is, and they like to avoid that. So almost always we can work out a deal, save your driver's license, pay the fine, get it expunged, and get you on about your business. Now, when we're talking about medical marijuana, there's a couple of nuances here. And the thing that we see the most often is someone purchases the marijuana, but it's legal where they were. So let's say Illinois, that's fairly close to us, where they have recreational marijuana. Well, the second you cross state lines, you're committing a misdemeanor here in Arkansas. So your legal protection in Illinois, it ends at that Illinois border. Same thing if you have a medical card in another state like Oklahoma, and then when you bring it over to Arkansas, you're still violating the law. And we see that quite a bit because it makes common sense. If it was legal where you bought it, it should be legal everywhere. But that's just not the framework that we have for marijuana now. It's really silly, and hopefully in the next 10 years or so, it'll just all get uniform. But for right now, if you take it from somewhere else and bring it here, then it's going to be a violation of Arkansas law if you bring it from out of state and state. Now, if you do have a medical marijuana card here, there's still these stupid restrictions that we have. And the biggest one that I've seen is you have to keep it in that original container. And so what I've seen, somebody goes to the dispensary, they buy an edible, a gummy, or whatever, it's in the package, and then they're going to go somewhere, they take one gummy, take it out of the package, put it in a baggie. Well, you're violating the law there. Under Arkansas law, it's got to be in that original package, even if you have a medical marijuana card. And keep in mind, too, that even if you have a medical marijuana card, that does give you permission to consume it. Like, you could be sitting at home and get as high as you want, but it doesn't let you go drive a car. And so if you're driving a car and impaired under marijuana, you can still face a DWI, which is a different series of videos for us here. But when we're talking about a standard marijuana possession, our main goal is keeping you out of jail, saving your driver's license, and we can always get it amended down to a little tip-tap misdemeanor, get it expunged, and get you on your way. Thanks.